5 habits that make women unattractive from a man's viewpoint. Attractiveness refers to much more than how someone looks. Very many factors are involved, and many have nothing to do with beauty itself. In this video, let's examine 5 habits in a woman that may, from a man's perspective, make her unattractive, including emotionally, socially, and mentally. And no, we're not talking about the obvious, like being rude or unkind. We're going deeper into the daily habits that women might not even realize are making them less appealing. Stick around to the end because you'll want to hear all 5. Let's kick things off with the first habit. It's something you've probably seen around or maybe even caught yourself doing at one point. Here it is: constant complaining or a negative attitude. We all have been there. Life becomes tough, and it feels as if the world is falling over on top of you. But if you are going to complain consistently, you'll wear everybody down, specifically men. It's not just about what kind of day you're having, but how you deal with it. According to research, people who tend to be negative in outlook find themselves less successful in relationships and life. According to a University of Pennsylvania study, it shows how just one thought of a person can change their friendships and happiness. For women, the big problem with always complaining is that it makes things uncomfortable for others. Can you think about being with someone who always anticipates the worst? It's tiring, isn't it? It's also unattractive. This is especially true for men, as no man wants to be with someone who brings him down all the time. The solution here is not to worry about what's going wrong, but to think of your mindset instead. Instead of thinking about the problem, you should be thinking about the solution. Of course, we all do have bad days, but trying to be optimistic, or at least trying to look for the good in everything, can be really helpful. A positive attitude does not only make you attractive, but it also makes you strong emotionally. Now, let's go to the next important one. This does not just affect your relationships, it even affects how people see you. Taking lack of care regarding oneself. This might sound obvious, but let's view the trend of not caring for oneself first. Everyone knows how to behave, like taking a shower, how to brush one's teeth, and wearing clean shirts. However, self-care requires a lot more than such basics. Men can obviously notice that women do not take care of themselves anymore, and this is absolutely not a pleasant sight for anyone. Social and personal development has been seen to rely on the factor of love in physical attraction during the inception stages of any relationship. It's not about how you look, it's about how you take care of yourself. If you haven't bothered to comb your hair, practice personal hygiene, or set aside some time for yourself, then that gives the impression that you do not care for yourself. That will make men think you won't care about them either. It's not very easy to be attracted to a person who does not take care of his or her personal hygiene, as in the case where one's date hasn't taken a shower and his or her clothes are all wrinkled. The answer? It takes no time at all or a complicated beauty routine. Hygiene and wearing clothes that fit just fine, doing things that raise your self-esteem. Just 10 minutes for the skincare routine or merely brushing hair can do magic. Men like the self-respect in women by taking care of their own needs. It does not have to be perfect, but that you care. Let's consider the next aspect: playing games with emotions. Let's be honest for 1 second. Trying to change the way people feel or to play hard to get is a pretty cool idea of how to get some attention, but it actually usually causes more problems than it solves. Men know when you are being yourself and when you are messing with their heads to try to get what you want. The University of California, Berkeley study indicates that one of the significant reasons relationships fail is the absence of trust. Playing with a person's emotions does not allow the development of trust. Men want honesty and openness in their relationships. Messing around with emotions will confuse them, frustrate them, and may even lead to separation. Here's the important point: emotional manipulation might work for a little while, but it cannot sustain. It drains on both people and creates unnecessary drama. Be clear and truthful about what you want and how you feel. If you want someone to like you, tell them. Do not make them work hard or guess. Talking directly is very important. Men respect honest and straightforward women. As such, makes people build a relationship and trust with one another. Next discussion: being too dependent on social media. Social media is an essential part of life today, but it can be an unhealthy obsession. Always looking for likes and comments to feel good can make you look insecure, and that insecurity can be very unattractive. According to a study in cyber psychology, behavior and social networking, overuse of social media is related to increased anxiety and decreased self-esteem. A woman seeking validation through social media can look weak or consumeristic because she places her self-esteem in the hands of individuals with whom she is unfamiliar. Let's be honest. Looking at your phone or comparing yourself to others on social media doesn't make you look better. It can even make you seem uninterested or even lower your confidence. Men like a woman who is confident in her own beauty, someone who doesn't need approval from strangers to feel good about herself. Step back. Reevaluate your relationship with social media. Reduce screen time. Stop comparing and instead work on self-worth. If confidence and self-assurance come through in real life, it will definitely show online. Finally, we come to our last habit: lack of communication. Talking is essential for any relationship. Problems will arise if you don't communicate well. When I say communication, I don't mean always texting or calling. I mean sharing your needs and feelings in a clear and calm way. According to the Journal of Marriage and Family, poor communication has been quoted as one of the top reasons for breakups. If you don't speak your mind concerning your feelings, it builds up tension and creates a lot of confusion within the relationship. Confusions beget senseless arguing that creates space. Wives, do not feel husbands must always guess what you're thinking. If you're not verbalizing what you want, how will they? To discuss problems or issues that have an adverse impact. Talk about your feelings, therefore, whether you are upset, so why, or happy at something, say it and why. Tell your spouse you need something, but more importantly, be prepared to listen to them about their needs. Better, more honest communication creates better, more honest relationships. Here are 5 things that could make a woman less attractive to a man. Don't worry, because if you notice and strive for positive changes, all of these habits can be changed. That will help you to not only look better, but also lead healthier and happier relationships. Remember, beauty is not just about your appearance. It's more about how you feel, act, and treat other people. Make little changes today, and you will see big differences in how other people see you, especially those in whose presence it matters a lot. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if there are any habits you think should be added. See you in the next video.